This is the Pamlico Sound at New Bern. Union Point right here. They have some kind of gospel Christian music band or something there. This is at the Waterfront Convention Center in New Bern, North Carolina. This is a cool little bungalow house right here. New Bern has some interesting architecture. Look at this house right here. Bears, everywhere's bears. These bears are sort of mascots of the town. I purchased my ticket and signed up for a tour. North Carolina became a royal colony in 1729. The royal government was scattered among several cities. William Tryon, a career British Army officer, was appointed as the royal governor in 1765. Governor Tryon's task was to relocate the capital to New Bern and petitioning for the construction of the governor's house and seat of the colonial government assembly. John Hawks was the architect, and construction began in 1767. It was dedicated on December 5th, 1770. The governor and his family lived in this lavish palace for 1 year. William Tryon became the governor of New York. Josiah Martin became the last royal governor of North Carolina and lived here from 1771 to 1775. New Bern was the capital of North Carolina until 1794. Governor Martin lived here during turbulent times. There was resistance to royal authority and especially to taxes issued by the Parliament. Political turmoil enveloped North Carolina. Governor Martin, fearful for the safety of his family, sent them to New York. North Carolina colonists joined the movement for self-government and independence. As British colonial authority imploded, Governor Martin was forced to flee. The Patriots took over, and Richard Caswell became the first colonial governor. The original palace burned down in 1798. This replica of the original palace opened in 1959. Tryon Palace became the first North Carolina historical site. The view out of the back part of the palace is of the Trent River, which flows into the Neuse River, which flows into the Pamlico Sound. For Governor Josiah Martin, the last royal governor, trouble was brewing. A series of parliamentary taxes created intense resistance in the colonies. In March of 1775, the General Assembly of North Carolina refused to cooperate with Governor Martin. He planted the half a dozen cannons that he had around the palace. All of the cannons except for one was carried off by a mob stimulated with liquor. He dissolved the assembly and issued a fiery proclamation denouncing the Patriot committees. The provincial legislature of the colony took over. These are the servants' quarters. They obviously played a lot of cards. And look how they got the rope. Sleep tight. That's where that expression comes from. Tighten up the ropes. Look how thick the walls are. No bathrooms here. The bedpan. And look, there's a little kitty bed underneath. This is where the sewing and weaving took place. These quarters, look at all this. And look, that heavy iron. The people who ironed must have been pretty strong. And look at all these. These are vines. Look at the flagpole. And what do we have here? The paymaster? Kind of a startled look on his face there. And this must be the cooking mess here. Table. Wheelbarrow. These are to protect against the cavalry. This is the Dixon house.